Hello everyone. Today I'm doing something different. I started last week. I just started learning a different language, the Hmong language, and I think it's a very interesting language. It's it's not too difficult, especially for those who study Chinese, Vietnamese, because it's a tonal language and the grammar is not that bad. So for those of you who have studied Chinese, Vietnamese, Hmong won't be that much of a problem to learn. However, the difficult part is the writing, and the only reason why the writing is difficult is because they don't really use it. The Hmong these days, they use the RPA, which is the Roman popular alphabet, but I think it's still be good to learn. I think if you go to Laos or you meeting the Hmongs from Laos or Thailand, they're familiar with the script. They still use it, but a lot of the Hmongs here in the U.S. they no longer use that script. So that's probably the hardest part. You'll have to practice consistently on your own to keep up, so you won't forget. But yeah, basically, I've been studying for a week now, and I'm halfway through the Pahao, because that's what they call it, called the Pahao alphabet. And I can speak. I'm pretty conversational now, so I've learned a lot in 1 week. And yeah, and I just felt that because when I first started learning Hmong, I was trying to find different resources on, trying to learn language. So for those of you who are interested in learning Hmong, I felt that it'd be good for me to use, put my resources online and show people, the resources I'm using. And I have a few books here. This book I bought, it comes with a CD, as you can see on the front. They have Hmong. This is the white Hmong, and this is the Hmong green Hmong. So you have white Hmong, green Hmong. So it's basically learn white Hmong or green Hmong. I'm mainly focusing on white Hmong because here in the States they're mainly white Hmong speakers. So I mean there are green Hmong speakers as well, but I think it would be better to get familiar with the white Hmong. But this book is pretty good, man. This is a good book because it has all the pronunciations and the tones, and it shows you how the tones work. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. It's by Anthony Vong. A really good book. And I have here a dictionary. This dictionary here. The only problem about this dictionary is it's from Hmong to English. It's not English to Hmong. However, if you look up, let's see, if you're reading a Hmong article, if you see any words you don't understand, then you can look it up. Look up the Hmong word in this dictionary, and they'll show you the English. They'll show you the English translation, and then sometimes they have like the translation. So like they'll have like an example sentence to show you how it's used, but it's just Hmong from Hmong to English, not English to Hmong. However, I have an English to Hmong online dictionary that's pretty useful. So that's what I will do. I will put that up. I will put that site up, and then I have another. It's an online dictionary. It's free. I use that for learning the. I use that for when I learn like the Pahao alphabet. I'll type in, like, for example, you type in like for example, you take a word like Hmong, which is the Hmong language. If you type in, before you type in the whole word, like just say if you type in H and M, then they'll have all these words pop up starting with the H and M. So you have like words like Hmong, and you have Hmong, and you have Hmong. They'll have all the words with the HM. So I use that because, like, since Hmong was the first word I learned in the Pahao, then I just say, okay, since I'm familiar with Hmong, I'm gonna take that HM letter and focus on that letter with all the other vocabulary. So all the vocabulary beginning with the HM, I'll learn those, and then that way I get practice with the and whatever vowel follows that. So it's a pretty good program. I would definitely recommend that. Like I said, many people are interested in learning. I mean, you know, it's not used occasionally, but I think I still think it'd be interesting to you know, make a video and put up these resources. And but yeah, these two books I would definitely recommend. I would recommend these books, and I can also put the link up. I will put the link up where you can buy this book and this dictionary. So these are good. And I have some chat rooms I go to where I practice Hmong. I have several chat rooms and forums, so those are good as well. So yeah, people, maybe many of you's like, why you want to learn Hmong? Well, you know, I'm a linguist, so I consider myself a linguist, hyperglot. You know, I just can't get enough of languages. And you know, actually a long time ago I was learning Hmong. Well, I wasn't really studying it, but before I moved to Columbus, I had some friends back in Akron, and like they would teach me like a couple words, taught me some bad words, but I didn't really consider that, you know, learning Hmong, studying Hmong. Studying, I consider studying when you get down to business. You get down to business with the books, no games. You get serious with it, you know. And I've been serious for one whole week, and I can conversate in Hmong language. So I'm still learning, still out ways to go, but I think I've learned a lot in 1 week. I studied very hard. So as far as the Pahao alphabet, I have I'm halfway through it, so I don't know all the letters yet, but I'm halfway through it. I figured while I'm in the process of learning, you know, maybe it'd be a good idea to put this, go ahead and put them up. You know, teach what I'm learning, you know, as I go. So, but yeah, this video I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, the resources. Like I said, I will post the links for these two books, and I will post the links where I go to practice Hmong, forums and whatnot. But yeah, this next video I have, let's see, it's 8. Yeah, I'm running out of time. So the next video I'm going to introduce the tones. I'm going to introduce the tones in Hmong, and then I'll give you guys some examples how the tones work. And then I'll work with the I think 7. I'm going to use 7 vocabulary words using the Pahao alphabet. So each video I will make, I'll take at least 7 words, and you guys can practice. And I also post a link Omniglot. On Omniglot they have all the letters. You know, they show you how they work. Actually, that's what I'm using to learn the Pahao. So I will post that as well. So, but yeah, in this next video I'm going to go ahead and introduce the 8 tones. I'm going to introduce the 8 tones and show you guys how to use those tones, and then I will put up the Pahao script. I'll see you guys in this next video.